stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son.
Chaos has exploded inside the Harris household after shocking private photos allegedly tied to T.I.'s son, King Harris, surfaced online. The internet lit up instantly, turning a quiet storm into a full-blown family crisis that nobody saw coming. Whispers spread like wildfire, and soon the headlines had one name at the center of it all: King Harris. According to sources close to family, the fallout was so heavy that T.I. made a drastic...
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend.
...and heartbreaking move. Reports say he cut ties, disowned King, and decided to distance himself completely from his own son. For a family that built an empire together in the spotlight, this was the kind of rupture that shook fans to the core. The leaked images, which some fans claim are both intimate and deeply controversial, only poured gasoline on the fire. Overnight, timelines filled with outrage, memes, and debates as millions weighed in. The backlash wasn't just loud, it was relentless. Social media didn't hold back, and the Harris name was dragged into the storm. What came next was a tidal wave of criticism, not just aimed at King, but at T.I.'s parenting and the Harris family's entire image. The internet wasn't just dragging King. They were questioning T.I.'s role as a father.
Everybody know my son King. He's a passionate young man. And,
very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times.
And the way this family has carried themselves in spotlight. Every mistake, every headline from the past came rushing back into the spotlight. Insiders say T.I. had already reached his breaking point long before the scandal erupted. King's wild behavior, the public outbursts, the reckless attitude, it had all been piling up. This time, though, it wasn't just another slip-up. One source claims T.I. is embarrassed, heartbroken, and officially done trying to clean up the mess. Behind the scenes, family tension has been boiling for months. T.I. and Tiny may have stayed quiet publicly, but the cracks were showing. Viral clips of heated arguments, King's controversial live streams, and headline after headline kept painting the picture. Fans just didn't want to believe it, but now, this scandal might have pushed things past the point of no return. The Harris brand, once celebrated as hip-hop royalty, is sitting on shaky ground. And the big question on everyone's mind is simple: can this family recover? Or is this the permanent fracture that finally tears them apart? What once looked like a tight-knit legacy family may now be unraveling right before the world's eyes. The Harris saga just hit another level. T.I., often hailed as the king of the South, is trending again, but this time it's not about music or business. The spotlight is locked on his son, King Harris, and the storm surrounding him. Social media is on fire after leaked photos surfaced, sparking rumors that T.I. may be quietly cutting ties with his son. The internet has been flooded with speculation. Was this leak the final straw? Or is there a deeper story hiding underneath? Adding fuel to the fire, King recently welcomed a child with Big Nana, his much older partner. Instead of a joyful celebration, the situation sparked instant backlash. Drama has been clinging to King like a shadow, and now new whispers claim a leak tape shows him in a compromising situation, suggesting a hidden lifestyle he never admitted to. The pregnancy itself has raised eyebrows, with some fans suggesting it may have been used as a distraction from rumors already bubbling. The controversy only grew louder as people began questioning the age gap between King and Big Nana, something that had sparked side eyes since the beginning. Observers even pointed back to T.I.'s reaction when King first revealed he was becoming a father. His face told a different story. Many now wonder if T.I. knew more than he let on. And the latest twist only made things messier: paternity doubts. Social media exploded after a viral TikTok claimed a DNA test showed King might not even be the baby's father. Reports hinted that T.I. wasn't just dealing with his son's choices, but also the fallout from those alleged test results. That's when Tiny Harris stepped in, posting a family picture with the baby and slamming the rumors as nothing but clickbait, promising to hold people accountable for spreading lies. King's sister, Zanique Pullins, also jumped to a sarcastic jab on Twitter, writing, "What street this word come off of? Chili." But even with the family presenting a united front, many online remain unconvinced. The timing feels too suspicious. The leaks, the rumors, the paternity chatter, all unfolding at once. Fans are questioning whether this is just coincidence or something carefully being managed behind the scenes. Critics argue that T.I. and Tiny's defense may be more about controlling optics than revealing truth. Some believe the family already knew these allegations were on the horizon and tried to get ahead of them before the storm hit. With leaked photos, DNA drama, and whispers of King's relationship with Big Nana under a microscope, skeptics say the entire narrative, King becoming a young father, dating an older woman, could have been orchestrated to distract from deeper issues. And when old receipts resurface, things only get more explosive. Comments from Kodak Blackback in 2019 have suddenly gone viral again. During his feud with T.I., Kodak didn't just come at his music. He used homophobic slurs aimed directly at T.I.'s sons. At the time, people brushed it off as trolling. But now, with everything surfacing about King, many believe Kodak may have been hinting at something the world wasn't ready to hear. Kodak once said, "You should have made one of your little expletive sons write a rap." It seemed like a reckless insult back then. But now, some believe it was a calculated shot, fueled by whispers Kodak had already caught wind of. What stranger is T.I.'s response? He clapped back at Kodak with a diss track, but carefully sidestepped those specific jabs about his sons. That silence feels strategic, like he didn't want to add fire to a rumor he was desperate to bury. When you connect the dots, Kodak's words take on a whole new meaning. Could it be that in his chaotic, trolling way, Kodak Black was exposing truths the Harris family never wanted out? And if so, why weren't those comments taken seriously back then? Was the public too distracted by the feud itself to see the warning signs hiding in plain sight? Looking back now, the timeline feels like puzzle pieces snapping into place. From Kodak's words in 2019 to the leaked images in 2024, the Harris family story is unraveling layer by layer. And while T.I. and Tiny are clearly in damage control mode, the internet has a long memory. Nothing stays buried forever. It resurfaces louder than before. Which raises a real question. How were the signs missed for so long? Was the perfect image of a close-knit family always just smoke and mirrors? King himself has already shattered that illusion. In a recent conversation, he admitted he didn't grow up in the glamorous family home featured on T.I. and Tiny, the family hustle. Instead, he revealed he was raised mostly by his grandmother, only being brought into the big house when it was time to film. As soon as the cameras cut, he'd go right back to his grandmother's care. A shocking revelation that reframes everything. That confession makes it clear. While the world saw a picture-perfect family unit, behind the scenes, King didn't have the constant presence of either parent. Without a steady father figure guiding him, he was left navigating fame and public pressure on his own, raised in the glare of hip-hop royalty. But without the grounding he desperately needed, King Harris was already set on a collision course with controversy. King Harris has long struggled to express personal issues, especially when it comes to identity and reputation. Growing up in a high-pressure environment without consistent structure made it nearly impossible to navigate the spotlight that came with fame and family legacy. That gap may explain the reckless behavior that's put him in headlines over the years. From his viral one-chip challenge video involving a homeless man to backlash over an extreme dental makeover, King has often been at the center of controversy. Each move seemed less like confidence and more like a young man searching for stability. But the drama didn't stop there. King once publicly challenged the late rapper Julio Fulio to a boxing match. Some dismissed it as a publicity stunt, while others saw it as another reckless attempt to stir drama without understanding the consequences. In an industry where feuds can turn deadly, these challenges felt like dangerous invitations. His decisions often blurred the line between entertainment and recklessness, showing how volatile his path was becoming. Even everyday moments turned chaotic. A shouting match with Mini Mart employee went viral, with critics slamming King as entitled and disrespectful. That video added to his growing reputation as a lightning rod for conflict. Then came the infamous NFL headlock incident. An argument with fans spiraled out of control until T.I. himself had to step in. In front of cameras, the father put his son in a headlock, a moment that became a symbol of both King's unraveling behavior and his father's desperate struggle to rein him in. The tension between parenting and public image was on full display. And yet, King kept finding himself in trouble. Not long after, police arrested him when they found grass in his car. The timing couldn't have been worse. King was already facing backlash for appearing in music videos brandishing firearms. Many saw this as proof that his public image was slipping further into dangerous territory. Even Boozy publicly urged him to get it together before it was too late. Meanwhile, T.I. seemed torn. On one hand, he wanted to support his son with love and guidance. On the other, he couldn't ignore the behavior that kept pushing King deeper into controversy. From feuds to legal issues, King's pattern of chaos only intensified. His actions painted a picture of someone burdened by expectations, acting out without fully understanding the weight of his choices. Critics began asking if these outbursts were a cry for help, or the product of years without firm direction. King's combative tone online only fueled speculation. When criticized, he shot back, "If I'm the ugliest person in the world, what'd that make you?" A defensive line that revealed how years of scrutiny shaped his mindset. And then came the revelation that much of his upbringing wasn't spent with T.I. and Tiny, but with his grandmother. That distance only deepened questions about the fractured father-son bond, and whether the lack of consistent parental presence shaped his struggles. Embarrassment has now mixed with frustration. With leaked photos, paternity rumors, and whispers about his lifestyle, the reasons for T.I. allegedly stepping back are becoming clearer. Whether he's protecting the family brand or simply reacting to disappointment, the emotional divide is undeniable. The father-son rift is wider than ever, and the public is watching unfold in real time as, here's the big question. Did T.I. and Tiny mishandle King's upbringing, or is this just a young man rebelling under crushing weight of expectation? Are the paternity whispers fueling the distance, or is King's own behavior pushing the wedge deeper? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if this breakdown gave you insight, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss an update. And before you go, check out the next video on your screen. It goes even deeper.